Welcome back today. In this video, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting to explore the top 3 most valuable coins among France's 5 centimes, Canada's 1 cent, and France's 1 euro. These coins, although small in face value, have remarkable stories, unique features, and significant collector interest that can make them worth far more than their original denomination. Let's go through them one by one, looking at their history, conditions, mint mark. Let's get started. First up, the France 5 centimes coin in fine condition. While it may seem like a small and humble denomination, this coin carries a rich history, unique design features, and interesting market dynamics. If you've ever wondered about its rarity, value, and what collectors look for, this video will give you a full breakdown. The 5 centimes coin was introduced in France during the 19th and 20th centuries as part of the decimal currency system established after the French Revolution. The coin's design and composition changed through the years depending on the ruling government, whether it was under Napoleon, the French Third Republic, or later periods. Its purpose was simple: to provide everyday currency for small transactions, but over time, these coins became historic artifacts. For collectors today, they offer a direct glimpse into France's political, cultural, and economic history. The France 5 centimes coin often features classical French symbolism. Depending on the issue year, you may find Marianne, the national emblem of liberty, or agricultural motifs representing growth and prosperity. The inscriptions proudly read République Française along with the denomination. On the reverse side, intricate details like wheat stalks or laurel wreaths appear, showcasing the nation's dedication to both tradition and progress. The coins were minted in bronze, copper, or aluminum bronze alloys, and while small in size, their artistry is remarkable when examined up close. Rarity depends heavily on the year and mint mark. Some years saw massive mintages, while others produced limited runs, making those specific issues highly collectible. A coin in fine condition still retains visible details but shows moderate wear, making it more desirable than heavily damaged pieces. However, even damaged 5 centimes coins can find buyers, especially if they are from rare years or mints, because collectors often look to fill gaps in their sets regardless of condition. The rarity factor grows when considering older 19th century examples, where surviving coins in any state are scarcer. Now, let's talk about value. In fine condition, a common date France 5 centimes coin usually sells for around $336,000, depending on the year. However, rarer dates and mint marks can fetch significantly higher prices, sometimes reaching $234,000 or more at auction if collector demand is strong. Damaged examples generally fall on the lower end of the spectrum, often under $5, but again, rarity can push the price higher. The auction market shows that while most of these coins are affordable, standout pieces in the right condition can attract competitive bidding. If you're looking to collect France 5 centimes coins, pay close attention to the year, mint mark, and condition. Fine condition coins are great for beginners because they balance affordability with detail preservation. For long-term value, seek out rarer dates or low mintage issues. Always store coins properly to prevent further wear or corrosion, and when possible, reference trusted numismatic catalogs to understand which issues carry higher value. It's also a good idea to keep an eye on auction results, as they give the best insight into real-world market trends. The France 5 centimes coin may be small in denomination, but it's big in history, artistry, and collector interest. In fine condition, it provides an accessible entry point into French numismatics, while rarer issues can still surprise collectors with strong market values. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned collector, understanding the coin's background, rarity, and auction prices will help you make smarter decisions. Next up, the 1998 Canada 1 cent coin. While it may look like just another small copper-plated coin you find in pocket change, there's actually a lot of history and collector interest behind it. Specifically, we'll be discussing the coin in circulated fine condition, how rare or common it really is, and what kind of value it might bring in the auction market today. The Canadian 1 cent coin has been a staple of Canada's currency since the 19th century, but the 1998 edition comes from an interesting point in the coin's history. By the late 1990s, the 1 cent was becoming less useful in everyday transactions due to inflation, yet it was still produced in large numbers. The 1998 cent was struck by the Royal Canadian Mint using copper-plated zinc, a change from earlier solid bronze cents. This made the coins lighter and cheaper to produce, but also more susceptible to wear and damage over time. This year's coin carries the familiar maple leaf design created by G. E. Kruger Gray in 1937, along with a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by artist Dora de Pedrier Hunt, which was used from 1990 to 2003. What makes the 1998 1 cent stand out are its details and composition. The obverse features the mature portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, facing right, wearing the pearl necklace, which is distinctive of Dora de Pedrier Hunt's engraving. On the reverse, the iconic maple leaf twig design represents Canadian identity and pride. Unlike earlier coins made of bronze, the 1998 cent is copper-plated zinc, giving it a slightly different tone and a tendency to corrode or spot when exposed to moisture. Collectors often pay attention to the sharpness of the maple leaf veins, the clarity of the Queen's features, and the overall luster. Though in circulated fine condition, much of that detail is usually worn down. Now, let's address the big question: is the 1998 Canada 1 cent rare? The truth is, it is not considered a rare coin. The Royal Canadian Mint produced hundreds of millions of these coins, meaning most Canadians would have seen them in their everyday change. However, collector demand can still exist for certain conditions, eras, or varieties. In damaged or heavily circulated condition, the 1998 1 cent generally does not attract much collector interest. Most collectors prefer uncirculated or mint state examples. That being said, if the coin has an error such as a double die strike, off-center strike, or plating issues, it can become far more desirable, even in circulated condition. So, how much is the 1998 Canada 1 cent worth in circulated fine condition? On the auction market, a standard 1998 1 cent in fine condition usually sells for just a few cents, essentially its face value or slightly above, around $114,000 in most cases. In bulk lots, collectors may pay a little more, especially if they are assembling complete year sets. Coins with noticeable errors or in higher mint state grades can sell for a few dollars, and in very rare cases, even more. But for a circulated, fine condition coin, the realistic value is minimal. It's more of a historical keepsake than a moneymaker. If you're a coin collector or just getting started, the 1998 Canada 1 cent can be a good piece to include in a date collection of Canadian pennies. Here are a few tips. Always examine your coins closely for errors or unusual minting features, because those can dramatically increase value. Store your coins in a dry, cool environment to prevent further corrosion, especially since these copper-plated zinc coins are more fragile. And finally, don't overlook bulk lots or pocket change finds. Sometimes treasures show up where you least expect them. To wrap it up, the 1998 Canada 1 cent in circulated fine condition is a common coin with little rarity and low market value, often only worth a few cents. However, it still holds historical importance as part of Canada's numismatic journey and can be a fun addition to a collector's set. While it may not make you rich, it's a great reminder of Canada's monetary history and a stepping stone into the fascinating world of coin collecting. Next up, the France €1 coin from 1999, particularly in fine condition. Many collectors overlook the Euro series, thinking they are too common or modern to be valuable. But the truth is, some of these early Euro coins, especially those minted in the first year of release, hold surprising appeal to collectors worldwide. So, let's take a closer look at the history, features, rarity, and current market value of the French 1999 €1 coin. The euro was officially introduced as the common currency of the European Union in 1999, though physical coins and notes only entered circulation in 2002. France, being one of the founding members of the Eurozone, played a key role in shaping this historic currency. The 1999 €1 coin from France was part of the very first set of euro coins struck in anticipation of their launch. Even though millions were minted, the year 1999 stands out as a transitional moment in European monetary history. These coins are more than just currency. They symbolize the beginning of a new financial era across Europe. The French €1 coin features a design by artist Joachim Jimenez. On the obverse side, you will find a stylized tree enclosed within a hexagon, symbolizing life, growth, and continuity, along with the motto Libet, Egalite, Fraternite, which translates to liberty, equality, fraternity. The reverse side, common to all euro coins, displays a map of Europe symbolizing unity and cooperation. The coin is bimetallic, with a nickel brass center and a copper nickel ring, making it both durable and visually distinctive. Now, When it comes to rarity, it's important to note that the French €1 1999 coin is not considered extremely rare in general circulation. Millions were produced, and many are still in use today. However, what sets certain coins apart is their condition. A fine condition coin, showing noticeable wear but still retaining clear design details, can attract modest collector interest. Damaged or heavily circulated examples usually hold little value beyond their face value, but for collectors aiming to build a year-specific Euro set, even circulated 1999 coins hold some significance. Their role as the first official minting year keeps demand steady, even for lower-grade specimens. In terms of market value, the French €1 coin from 1999 in fine condition usually trades between $326,000, slightly above its face value. In higher grades, such as uncirculated or proof-like condition, the coin can fetch between $421,000 depending on the collector and market demand. Rare varieties or coins with minting errors could potentially reach much higher prices at auctions. However, for an average fine condition example, don't expect a huge fortune, though it's certainly worth more to collectors than just spending it at face value. If you're interested in collecting Euro coins, especially the 1999 French €1, here are a few tips. First, always check the coin's condition carefully. Sharp details and minimal wear make a big difference in value. Second, consider collecting complete Euro sets by year or country. This increases both the historical and monetary appeal of your collection. Third, keep an eye out for minting errors, such as off-center strikes or double dies, which can multiply the coin's value significantly. And lastly, store your coins properly in protective holders to prevent further wear or damage. To wrap things up, the France €1 coin from 1999 may not be a millionaire's treasure, but it does hold meaningful historical value and moderate collector interest. In fine condition, its worth hovers slightly above face value, but its true significance lies in being part of the very first wave of Euro coins. For collectors, it represents both a piece of European history and a stepping stone into building a broader Euro collection. If you come across one in your pocket change, don't just spend it, consider keeping it aside. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of rare and valuable coins.